Hey there. Hello. I'm gonna play gloures. I should just ask him how it's pronounced sometime, but I probably won't. Gloures. This will be my 4th league match this season. And gonna play my last one in a few days, so this season we got scheduled pretty fast. Everybody in A did a great job scheduling, which is especially nice in A because then we have to schedule that additional match, or 2 people do anyway. It's not clear if I'll be one of those 2 people yet because Marcus and RTT are both doing well. RTT is already done and he has 17 points. Marcus is not done and he has like 14.5 or something. So I have 10 right now. 2 matches. I could easily make it to the championship. I could easily not make it to the championship. It's just a lot of Dominion left to play as far as that goes. I probably should not have started recording the video until we were ready to start, but who doesn't love a few minutes of me saying nothing? Let's see, look, we've got these people are watching. I hope this match doesn't last 3 hours. I don't think it will. I don't think gloures is that slow. And hopefully I'm not that slow. Sometimes everybody is. And here we are. So we do have lamp, but no buys on the board or gains apart from lamp. And it's not that easy to activate it due to the just due to the kingdom. There's not a huge number of cheap cantrips or anything. Like, you can get an activation eventually, clearly. And then as far as what you want to do for your deck, I'm not really sure. You can do some tunnel stuff with Secret Cave, potentially. I mean, that may just be the fastest way to get money here. You can also just do Secret Caves with some libraries. You don't necessarily have to play with the tunnel, I guess is what I'm thinking. Because Secret Cave tunnel doesn't, it's not a great search space, I guess, for the Secret Cave, though I guess it's like five-ish cards. It's not bad, but it's not incredible as far as the search space goes for the discard. I'm going to open with a temple. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to open with the Secret Cave or with the silver. I don't know that it's all that important. You will end up with both in the deck. And the silver's not, I guess, a hugely fantastic thing in the first shuffle. Neither is the Secret Cave. Secret K just gives you a little bit less chance of having your temple miss, which should be nice. You're not that interested in printing huge numbers of golds, I guess. But having some is fine, since all you're really going to do is buy provinces here. So we still have a shot of just missing. Okay, we didn't. You can't really discard to the this thing. One thing you could do if you already had a tunnel, like if I had bought a tunnel instead of a silver, it would have been a little more sensible to pick up the city quarter now. But I'm gonna go with no on that. Not here anyway. I may pick up a tunnel now. We got a good trash with the temple twice, so that's nice. I should start looking at what he's bought. He bought a secret cave. That's fine. I guess I'm going to try the tunnels. I'm not convinced. This will be a conclave. And then probably the next buy would be a city quarter. It's okay to buy the get a temple, second temple, I guess, too. Is he gonna get a library, I assume? He might get a tormentor. Either of those is fine. I'm really not convinced of the tunnel. I did collide here, so that was lucky. If we don't draw the temple, it'll be even a little better. Okay. So we're gonna go like this. And then by the city quarter. Some of the hexes can. A temple buy is also pretty nice, to be honest. I'm not going to be able to afford it or anything, but yeah, I guess if I mean, what I'm really gonna miss out here on is probably an opportunity to take this temple, but I think another city quarter is worth it, just to get the shot at the I don't really ever care about the actions, do I? So it's better to play a secret cave because I might draw the other city quarter. There's no reason to. Okay, so we did activate. So the wishes will be pretty nice. Of course. Let's see if he takes this temple with 7 VP on it. I think that's reasonable to do. I have to think of whether I want to trash my silver already. There probably will come a point where I want to, but I guess it's not now. I'm pretty happy about having 3 city quarters to his 0. The imp, the imp is okay. I'll probably want to get a tormentor here on my turn just for the attack aspect. He will get his wish this time, I assume. I mean, it's like guaranteed, right? Discard attack from the... Oh, he's not going to attack with the tormentor. Okay. I assume he buys city quarter here. So he did. I mean, it was nice for him to get those those big temple points. We'll see if he gets the next set. It's just nice with wall, especially, to have that points lead. But I definitely have the better deck right now. I'm just a little bit cleaner, and I think I'm a little cleaner anyway. Maybe I'm not, actually. I'll get to play the wishes first, which is nice. Guess we just finished drawing now. Okay. So the gains are not 100% clear to me here. We can get the... I guess it's just a question of how many tormentors do we want. I think we can play all the actions we need to play here. Or play all the terminals. No problem. The order is a little bit. So if I get 2 tormentors in a library, I guess the question is, do we want another secret cave then? How, I guess, do we have to be gaining a gold every turn is the question. Or is every other turn sort of okay? Or do you even really want any more? I mean, you want to be able to buy a city quarter and then probably provinces. So maybe you're not worried about another one right now. We'll see how this all goes. Hopefully he doesn't have this stuff to draw the deck. But he might. Yeah, I probably don't really want any more golds. Particularly. But I do think I want a 4th city quarter. he has a nice hand, which is unfortunate. I mean, he's trash, so it's not that weird, but it would have been very nice for him to not have Save the City Quarter in his opening hand, for me anyway. He can pretty much get his money from the wishes to have exactly 8 or whatever he needs. I'll probably trash the copper and the silver. There's something to be said for not playing the wish when I played it and just holding it for a little while. Focus on City Quarter would be awesome. So that I could take the temple later on, but we'll just see. You kind of feel, or I feel like he really does need another City Quarter before he greens, but he might just go for it, and he may never draw dead. I mean, he may never run into trouble with the couple conclaves in the City Quarter, so it's hard to say, but obviously he just got the one treasure, so I guess I don't know exactly what my buys were last time, but I probably didn't even need to gain the gold then. So I could draw a couple. That's not going to increase the City Quarter draw ever. We can just go through this stuff. Okay. This doesn't really matter. Looted doesn't do anything. He's got Imp and Conclave in hand, so he's probably still gonna fire off. Just fine. I may totally whiff here. I mean, in worst case, I buy a temple, so it's not really that whiff-like. If he doesn't buy a temple, that is, I guess I should say. Famine is fine, of course. I wonder if you actually do want to discard to the Secret Cave, or if you want to keep them in your deck for various things. It's not clear to me anyway. I did lose the City Quarters, but that's alright. That's really whatever. Maybe I'll draw into the library. See, there you go. Keep that. Now, what I don't know is, I think I will prefer a longer game, so I will buy the temple here anyway. I don't think I want to discard here. It's not clear to me if it's worth playing this Tormentor or if I should just leave the City Quarter Tormentor on top for starting next turn. I guess I can sort of decide after this first one. Well, yeah, I mean, basically I can. Now this gives me a chance to just draw the, and this doesn't do much. This gives me a chance to just draw the Tormentor. This is sort of a compromise between the two paths. I kind of like that. Do I want 2 golds right now? They're okay for now. I would not mind hitting him with the miserable. I can actually keep playing temples, which is kind of nice. So I end up with the miserable. There are definitely hexes I can hit that just take him out of having enough money to buy a province. So those are pretty good, obviously. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can set a city quarter on top with my... I mean, there might be. With my secret cave. It requires some calculation, unfortunately. I don't... You can do it, I guess is the way to put it. You can set up a chance to have a city quarter on top here. I don't know if that's worth it. I mainly just don't know if it's worth me spending the time trying to figure out how to do it, I guess is the way I would put it. I mean, I know it can be done. Or not that it's a guarantee, but to give yourself a shot at it anyway. War could, if War hit his silver or like one of his secret caves, then he can't get a province every turn. Of course, I had these two stack, which is not useful. But is fine. I'm at 14 cards. Well, he had both of his secret caves on his this, so I don't. Well, he did have enough money on his last turn. Neither of us have had any sort of particularly bad hands, starting hands. We don't have that many provinces in the deck, really, so that's a big part of it. But we'll have to see what he's thinking on the temple front, if he plays it or not. If I can maybe sneak in another temple buy. I still really would prefer the game to go longer, but it's just really tough with the it's just really tough with wall to make that happen. But I'll probably buy a temple this turn. It'll be better than a duchy anyway. He did lose a little money there. That's nice. That's a great war. Now we're back into fresh hexes again. So that's okay. Famine is okay too. It's not that great. I can't decide if I can really afford to do this way, but I did not know he still had a wish. I had no idea he still had a wish. That's funny. Yeah, that's nice. What did his tormentor do? Bad omens, so nothing. Yeah, I mean, I have to play long, but you can't catch up because you have to you just can't catch up because you have to scored basically 0 points buying the duchies. They're just no good at coming back. I mean, I can get kind of close to a win here, but it doesn't actually work because I don't have the cards nor the actions. I mean, this probably even helps him. He probably has city quarter and library in his hand. If I had hit, yeah, he's gonna have his library or something. He's just gonna have it right away. If I had hit misery, I might have been able to do it. Well, that's not great draw, but he's got to play secret cave, I guess. Well, he'll definitely have it next turn, but maybe I can score enough here. Okay. I might be able to do it. I'm gonna have to trash some city quarters, so that's important to look out for. What am I at? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm at 14 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards. So I'm not taking any points off the I guess I need to score a point from a conclave to have it, because otherwise or not from a conclave, from one of the tormentors has to score me a point somehow, or not score, you know, give him a point, give him negative points, I think. Right now I can tie it, but that's not gonna be good enough. So let's just see what we see. Haunting's no good. I mean, there are quite a number of hexes in there that could do it. There's also a couple that could lower, or that could increase his score if he has more than 15, which I'm not sure that he has. He only got one secret cave down, so it's not like totally guaranteed that he'll have the money. All right, that'll do it. I should have played that faster. I mean, I knew exactly what was required for me to win. I had to get one of the good hexes there. I don't know how many outs there were. Plague was an out. If he had enough cards, whichever one gives copper was an out, and miserable was still an out. So there were a few, and potentially locusts. Although I think we'd already seen it. All right. Well, I think I got pretty fortunate there, but I think I sort of played to the outs I needed in order to win. Some of my early stuff maybe was questionable, since he definitely got set up before me in some sense, because he was just out of points. It did hurt. I mean, there's probably the most questionable thing was making it so I wasn't in a position to take that big temple. But I didn't ever dud, which was certainly a nice aspect of having the number of city quarters I did. But also had good opening hands, lucky drawing hands. So I'm not sure. There were quite a few things you could do differently while still retaining the same basic kind of outline of the deck there. This is a donate board. I didn't even see that there was donate. Yeah, so turn one donate is sometimes an option with governor. You can buy governor then on your third turn. I wouldn't hate something a little bit. I wouldn't hate necessarily buying like Fishing Village Jack and then donating later either and getting more of the coppers. Those are all kind of things you could do. And the Jack can do some nice things for you beyond the silver gains. Yeah, I guess that's a fair question as whether you want to open with the Fishing Village or with the silver, if you're going to do like a silver Jack opening. Is totally a reasonable question. The Fishing Village is definitely can do nice things for you later on. Either if you play with a Jack or if you get an envoy then later. It's quite nice. But you may just have an opportunity to buy it later anyway. In which case the silver now is a little bit more impressive. You know what? I'm just going to go with the thing I thought of first, since I complain about people playing slow and I'm just sitting here thinking for no especially compelling reason. This is not a good donate hand. I may take a silver actually. See, he got a reasonably good draw. He didn't find the Jack, but he found the rest of this stuff. So that's nice for him. I guess I could open Noble Brigand. It's not crazy. You might buy Noble Brigand later, actually. I'm kind of interested in getting my fishing village and whatever in play before I donate. I just do not know. There are a lot of nice cards on this board that you can supplement your governor with. So he did trash everything. He'll be able to pay off debt and buy governor next turn. He is going to be in a spot. And I guess I won't be able to do that because it's a fishing village. Let me count. So if I pay off now, I get 3, and the next turn I can go, like if I do what he's doing and I go down to fishing village jack, and I would just pay off 3 on the following turn, so I'd still have 2. So that's not at all similar, really. I think I probably just made a bad opening. It's probably the way to put it. There's still some game to play, but look at that. Don't even need donate. Alright. Probably I should have thought about what I was doing there, but that's a lot of work. I could have kept a copper and then had what? I don't think it would make a difference. If he remodels, I'll remodel. I'll get a remodel, I guess. So that was all okay. May want a that actually this doesn't feel that bad, which is a little surprising. I can do gain and play a lot more easily than he can, since I do have the fishing villages, which is actually pretty cool. Nova Brigand when you buy or play this. I probably can't make much use out of this remodel though. I could have done the jack and the governor, but I still want the jack. I'm gonna get 2 for sure. There's a chance he's going to do a jack into governor to get the split 6. Yeah. Guess I want to keep that. But it's not. I wouldn't say it's a huge deal. Not a good thing, but not the end of the world. To get an artificer now. I'm trying to think if I want another remodel. I don't, especially, well, I probably do want, I can buy things. I'm not going to do it yet. It's not clear to me anyway. The artificers are not like that great. Like, I would take an artificer, but it's not like that amazing or anything. It's better for me. I can do more things with Jack than he can. Now, he might be able to use the artificer to get a fishing village and then start enabling some more of the Jack stuff. And that's no problem. I mean, that could be a thing he gets to do. I mean, I don't think even a noble brigand buy is all that wild. But I don't really feel great about how to play this, but like him getting 2 provinces is of course great for him. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm probably enabling him to get a remodel, which is what's going to really hurt me. Oh, okay, he doesn't have it. That's nice, actually. Never mind, he does. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to draw everything. He may just finish here. I mean, I don't know. I would have loved to have the jack in this hand, but we'll just have to see. I think if I had the jack in this hand, I could probably finish no matter what. Wow, okay, that's maybe exaggerating a bit, but I think I could get something done if I had the jack in this hand. For sure, but maybe it's top deck. Assuming he doesn't just end it, of course. Bad. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, I think if he doesn't finish, I'll be in a pretty good spot. If he can like triple province, that will be an issue though. I don't know if he has enough gold to make that happen. But if he can triple province, that would be a problem. Otherwise, I feel pretty good. Because I already have everything I need in hand to sort of control the rest of it going forward to some degree. Though it's for sure not in any way going to be guaranteed. But assuming he does pull a remodel, I'm going to be able to lose a silver for a remodel. That's going to give me really, really good mill power. And then I'm going to have some way of controlling my hand size with this artificer. Though, yeah, that's not, again, totally clear how I want to play that, but, or it's not totally clear to me, anyway. And I don't need that much treasure in hand to get the final province by, because I've got some fishing village and artificer cash coming in. But we'll see. If he takes no provinces, I can probably still play for a mill finish, though it's not. Well, okay, that wouldn't be true, but I could play for a triple province anyway. Let's just see what he can do. He may be able to. Well, he is an issue in that he's limited by his actions, so that is a real thing. Headset's flipping out. My best draw off the Artificer would be like another silver, because I would rather not draw a governor or a gold. But if the Jack is only going to draw like one card, then I'm just going to have to play the Artificer and do something with it and see what happens. I guess there's always raids as well. That doesn't really hurt me in this context. But. Okay, another fishing village is good. That I can definitely live with. So, maybe he can triple. He probably can triple, right? He has the governor and a couple. So that's going to be hard. I don't know if I can score that much. I assume he has the silvers. He doesn't have a Jack anymore. Okay. You know he has the golds. Yeah, and I gave him the silver. So if he had 3 silvers, well, he remodeled one. Well, we'll just see. I think I have to play this anyway. He may just have the finish, actually. I mean, if he has that, then... If he's got 4 silvers and like... Well, no, a couple of these have to be governors. Or not governors, provinces. Okay, so... Okay, so I'm not going to win. He's got 1 defensive trash he can make for points. The remodel. I have to get province, 2 duchies, and a state. Well, I can do that. At least it's possible for me to do that anyway. It's just going to come down to, does he have the remodel in his hand or not? Unfortunately. Oh, did I need 3? I maybe am just like super confused about what I need as well. I'm not great at math. I need 15. I need 16 points. So that's like 3. Well, anyway, I need a bunch of stuff. Oh, sweet mercy. That was lucky. The jack draws were just perfect. I mean, I guess if he did, I guess I could have even got a 4th. I mean, with the sequence I got, I could have got a 4th duchy even. Because I could have, yeah, since he only had 1 defensive remodel, I still could have won even if he had the remodel. Though it did, of course, depend on just sort of the order I drew some stuff. But yeah, so his defensive remodel wouldn't have even been enough. Another wall game. Oh, gosh. There are, again, limited gains here. But the saunas look, or the village aspect of sauna looks very good here. I would say quite important. I'm going to open Masquerade Sauna and try to get 3 saunas because I actually think that split can be sort of detrimental to your efforts here if you don't get a good number of villages. And these draws are fine, of course. I mean, I would like the Masquerade not to miss, but but it's fine. Hopefully I get to the 3rd sauna here. I actually feel like the saunas are so important that you just have to do it this way, even though it sort of looks silly as a sequence of openings. Now, of course, you do need to not totally blow it on the Avanta split either, but I'm a little bit behind. I mean, this, if this Avanta doesn't find a Sauna, it's gonna be pretty sad. Otherwise, this could just be the turn that basically makes my deck good. Because I'll get a bunch of trashing and probably draw the deck, or quite a bit of it anyway. But it's all down to whether I hit the sawn off these 3 cards. I wasn't really paying attention to inheritance. I don't know if there'll be a point where we can use that to our advantage at all. Alright, so I get lucky and I win the split for both, and we're both clean. This turn could be pretty sad. Maybe we'll just pass this estate back and forth. I guess the next thing to get is an expand, and then I'm not really sure. You can do, it's kind of a lot of work, but you can get trader if you want to try to get extra silvers to feed your expands. Everything is sort of mutable, so you can get something and then, you know, expand it later, and it's not a big deal. So even if you think, oh, the trader isn't that good, well, even if you just play it once and then turn it into something else, it's not that's fine. We got to figure out these groundskeepers, I think. Not good, not good. I don't really love his inheritance that much, to be honest. It's fine, but not in any way that exciting. I don't know how many terminals I get to play, and of course some turns I don't get to play them all, so it's not like a fixed thing at all. Assume he'll get an expand on you. I don't know which of these to play. Don't think it matters a huge amount. Don't chain. I can still play everything. It's all whatever. We can play the mask in case he doesn't have copper in hand, just to force something bad on him. So I get a silver, not that big a deal. The masquerade doesn't matter because I have about 30 How many coppers to keep is sort of a question. I don't mind passing them silver back, so that's fine too. Even this feels one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even this feels like a little heavy on the treasure keeping. Yeah, it's not clear to me that how many of those to keep, but I think I'm gonna lose this. So, like, it was probably just too many, to be honest. Because this turn can stop quite easily. I'll probably pass the silver back. It's not awful because I'll very likely be able to still buy a groundskeeper or something. It'll of course be sad that I didn't get an expand play in, but that's my own fault for being a little greedy, I think. I am hoping that this split just gives me longevity, and this is certainly a board where you can build a long time. So he's getting 2 groundskeepers this turn, which is nice for him. I'm not sure if I actually want the menageries or not, or if they just get in the way, but Might try and get a Haunted Woods down this turn. It's sort of, it's a little tough to balance those two considerations, at least in my mind. Probably need another couple silvers. And of course, Haunted Woods can let them do some protection of themselves. So if I get a groundskeeper now, if I get 2 groundskeepers now, then I'll be ahead on those. I'm trying to think if the split is such that I can. I guess if I get 2, we'll be tied, and then if he gets 2, I need to get 2. Okay, I'll probably just go for the groundskeepers for now. Because, like, why not? There's definitely something to be said for getting the something to be said for getting a Haunted Woods, definitely. So here I have to pass the silver back again if he gets to the masquerade play, which he is going to. Which this will allow him to get 2 groundskeepers this turn. I think, if I remember correctly, I believe. I would like to get a Haunted Woods play though. Eventually. I still feel fine about my position, to be honest. The menagerie buy was not super great for me. Well, maybe he can't. Maybe he can't do. He's just getting points. Okay. Of course, this could dud. It does. Wow, that's awful. That's all 3 Avantos as well. And a lot of treasure left. I didn't even get to 5, so. That's really awful. I think I am just being too greedy with the treasure. That's really bad. And maybe it was better just to do the expand on the silver and call it a day. The menagerie buys are even a little underwhelming for me because of the Sauna Vanta deck. Like, I'm thinking the answer is just nothing here. We'll see if he fires off. Hopefully not, but. I mean, if I had an inheritance on a menagerie, it would have. I probably could have taken an estate there. But not this way. Well, next time I will. Next time I will buy the So he's going to win this split here. He's going to get to 6 groundskeepers now. Next time I will definitely buy the... and then he's just going to rush down these estates. I'm going to have to score some provinces or something. Next time I'll get the Haunted Woods. So that I am happy. Because I don't think there was any way for him to double groundskeeper, so it wasn't actually a consideration. It was just bad play on my part. So now my issue is even a little worse because I may not get any chaining going here. Yeah, I can't trigger this shuffle either. I gotta figure out exactly where I have to go back to get this. And this hand's okay. Now the problem is if he scores double estates, 6-point estates, 3 or 4 turns in a row, then I'm not gonna, he's just gonna be too far ahead. Which it looks like that's what's going to happen. And I won't, Haunted Woods won't hurt him, of course. I probably need to get the second expand. It's just not gonna work, I don't think. The estates are gonna be big. I mean, I can make up some points by provincing, of course. Whether that'll be enough, I don't know. How quickly that'll start getting in my way, I don't know. So he can end it like 3 turns from now, 3-ish turns from now. I still may dead here. Like I have to play this Avanto, but I still may just dead right now. In which case I would cry forever. These are not all that good. I have Sauna Avanto on top, so I'm just gonna stop. Clearly. I may just trash the Masquerade. I mean, there's something to be said for the threat of it, but he's gonna pass me like green cards. Or I mean, what is he gonna pass me? He may pass me an estate or something. I guess I won't trash it yet. I'm gonna have to pass him the Masquerade this turn. I don't think triple estate is enough for me to win. So we'll have to count the wall stuff. if he goes double estate here. He'll have so many points. The following turn I maybe have something. So I guess the nice thing is that he can't finish next turn even. Triple estate for me, each one is 5. So that's not enough. So we're definitely playing on a little bit more. Good draws though, for me. Probably go double Duchy province. Well, this may be the time to think about getting the Haunted Woods if we can. Can't exactly. We can't exactly do that, can we? You could get a Haunted Woods. So the question now is whether it's worth to leave a Sauna on top. Or if these points are going to make the difference. So how many cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. So I could score 5 points. So I could score I probably can score 20 points. That's not enough. So that won't work. We don't have to. If we do 2 duchies and a province, that would give us 2 duchies and a province is not even possible, so that can just be put out of our thoughts. But if we do 3 duchies at 3, that would be 18. That's not too bad. Or it'll be 21, which is also not too bad. We're gonna have to get a lucky draw. Anyway, so now whether I should get like a patrol now, probably not, or if I should get a menagerie, or if I do need this other duchy, and should I lose a copper. I could probably afford to like pass him like a duchy or something, right? That might be okay. I mean, that might still be feasible. What is wrong with... Well, we at least have a starting hand. Would love to have seen another one of these guys in there. He has to be able to draw his deck right. I mean, there's no... He doesn't have any stop cards. Whatever I play, whichever of these two I play first, it's going to be the wrong one. Just for sure. I'm going to draw the other type, but it's going to be the wrong one. That's just guaranteed at this point. So he's going to add another 14 points, I assume, to his deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I guess he is over 15, so he's just adding 12, I guess, to his score. It might change a little bit. I don't really even know if I can win if I get like province double estate. That sounds like it would probably be enough, but it also sounds like something I'm not at all guaranteed to be able to do. And he's still in the same position where he can't really fail to draw. Yep. But somehow the menagerie activates, which is more lucky. Okay. So I guess I probably can finish here. We gotta play the 2 saunas to get the village. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. So this will score me 10 points. And then copper to estate will be $5 points. That'll give me 41. And then buy estate trash silver would be 5 too. Well, I'm not going to get anything better than this, so if this is somehow not enough points, then I feel bad for Gloris. It's like I'm getting the draws to pull out every single game where he is sort of ahead going into the final turn to win by a couple points. Just like 3 games in a row now. that menagerie activation was what was bonkers in that turn. I did have that thing that I said would happen where the 50-50 shot flipped, but the fact that that menagerie in the middle of that turn activated was just like the dumbest luck ever. Just this one menagerie I randomly bought for no reason, and then I even passed on other ones later on just to get the one draw I needed. You can't really do anything here. Particularly, I would be pretty happy to get the 5-2. Because the Courtier is very nice here, actually. Other than that, there's not much you can play for here. I was just thinking the Courtier was probably pretty good with both pursuing money and just with like gardens. Not even particularly that there are multiple gains here, or multiple type cards here, because there aren't like that many. There are a few, but I guess I'm definitely buying a silver. Leprechaun is not that outrageous of an opening, I don't think, here. There's a bit of a problem with, I don't know how much the hexes are going to beat you up. They will hurt you, for sure. Taxman is pretty not impressive, but I'm going to buy one, whatever. Because a lot of times you'll just like activate their settlers, if they have several settlers anyway, which I imagine happens sometimes. I guess here I could play the silver and then I know I'm not activating the settlers. And get a gold on top, which is also fine to get on top. I don't know that avoiding activating settlers is necessarily a thing worth considering, but getting gold on top is probably a thing worth considering. I'm kind of surprised maybe he didn't have the draw for it. I was gonna say that I was a little surprised he didn't go for inheritance, but he must have not had the buy or the money. Mystics are of course like fine. They're not like amazing, but they're fine. Like I'm gonna buy him on 5, I guess is the way to put it. Probably he can get to 7 here and inherit. Oh, he gets there and he gets he gets both of those things. I may not get a chance to inherit because he may just buy the thing out. Obviously, if I think I want to inherit, I can't buy the settlers. And if he takes buy here, then I'll probably just be out of luck. He could go for a engine-y thing, I suppose. The Faithful Hound is like nothing, like it's not any good, but I guess if I inherit the Faithful Hounds and I get some bustling villages, we might be in business. You know, if I inherit the Faithful Hounds, then the Courtier's actually suddenly considerably more exciting. If I had really anticipated the bustling villages being out here from the start, I might have gotten the Faithful Hounds earlier. The inherited Faithful Hounds have a triple action type. That's pretty good. I don't know if this is worth buying, but if it paid off in the next hand, that's for sure. He'll probably take the last one of those. So I'm not. My deck sucks. That's what I was trying to think to say. My deck sucks. So presumably he'll go like Faithful Hound, Bustling Village here, or whatever, Bustling Village Mystic or something, or Bustling Village Province. He's so slow on playing the money, I can't keep track of what's going on here. His deck is not really going to fail. There's nothing really to be gained by playing on there. Though to be honest, it's nice that he has all these colonnade points for himself. The Courtier opening was really nice. That's sort of a random wish to work. Oh, never mind. It's not two mystics. That's sort of a not at all random wish to work. I would like to be able to gain a gold here, but I cannot. My sellers doesn't even draw anything. This taxman, of course, is like just garbage. I'm gonna say with pretty high confidence that there's no way I'm gonna like come back at the end on this one. It's just not gonna happen. Okay. This will not even hurt him because he'll pick it up. Doesn't necessarily help him, but man, he got every single colonnade point. It was brutal. I could win the province split like 6-2 and still easily lose this game. I should resign, but it won't take us too long to play out. If he had had a hand of all green and I had had my Bustling Village, I might have been able to double province. And that would have been the worst thing to ever happen to anybody in a game of Dominion. But him having all green was just like not even possible, right? Because he didn't have that many stop cards. If he had a hand of all treasure, he doesn't have that many stop green cards. Yeah, his estates are pretty cool, but they're not three types like mine. Yeah, I think he played that really cleanly. I don't know. Probably the taxman opening is just silly. That sounds reasonable. Like, why do you buy taxman ever? There's no reason to. Other than that, it looks silly. Like that would be not that good of an opening, or not that disparate or I don't know, unbalanced of an opening. But on that particular board, it really was, as far as Courtier bootstrapping into being able to afford inheritance earlier, and just in general having a nicer deck. So we do have a big Rat's Triumph finish possibility here. What do we got with Druid? Trashing Wisp, all that stuff. That's pretty nice. Of course, you can do Rats Develop here is a very good. I'm gonna. So there's a lot of opening options. You can for sure build a deck. All right, let's just dive into this. I think it also is fine to do with a Druid opening and start picking up wisps. Like, I think that's perfectly reasonable. So far my draws were not exceptional, but they were fine. He has two Druids. It's fine. Royal Carriage is nice. Crown's nice. There's like a real question here of whether I should put a silver on top or just another develop. Or a question in my mind anyway. I gotta get the crown or the royal carriage on top. I guess just the crown. I wonder if I need I'm gonna need rangers eventually, but I would have liked to get an action in here. That's okay. Obviously hitting any of the actions here would have been quite nice, but it didn't happen, so. Whoops. I want to play one of these rats. How many cards did I gain that turn? Do I care about that? Probably not, but if he does not have rats, he has to have more than like, well, it depends on where the rats pile is, but we're going to run these piles down. And if at that point he does not have rats in his deck, well, I also have to be able to draw my deck, so it's not all peachy keen, but he's got so many wisps, so he's definitely doing good work there. There will be at some point a consideration for. Okay, that's about what I would expect. That's pretty nice. For me anyway. I can live with that, I think. I would like a royal carriage. I feel like I'm going to be so much better positioned for the triumphs. I don't know what my play here is though, if it's patrician or will-o-wisp. Looks like it didn't matter. We could develop rats, or just play ranger first. We should try. Yeah, I was gonna say this is the ticket. Okay. Unfortunately, this is the ticket to a massive headache. Is what this is a ticket to. And we don't want to leave. We don't leave too much left. In the pile, if we can help it. So like I can start developer rats into like crown silver or something. Okay. Oh wait, I wonder. I need to do that a different order. Actually, I don't think that. I don't think there was really a way to make it work anyway. Yeah, it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. Shouldn't that be a crown? Oh, no. Okay, well, it did matter a little bit, but... yeah, I just super confused myself there. It did matter, of course, but it'll be okay. Or it won't. Either way is fine. How many cards did I gain this turn? Like a 50? I'm not sure if this is the right time for this. Yeah, I was a bit worried about this. I did mess it up. There was a way to draw the crown and play on, like to crown a whatchamacallit, a ranger. I'm pretty sure there was a way. But anyway, I goofed it, so it wasn't worth... I did need to do the silver first. And then top deck druid ranger, and then do the rats and top deck the other things. But that's okay. It may cost me the game actually, but that's life. I wonder if he'll just buy a couple crowns. He's going big triumphs right now, huh? That's interesting. So, I'm going to take another ranger, although there's a chance that this is kind of backfires. I do pretty much always have the better finishing power here, but did he do triple triumph? Did triple triumph. So if the estates get low enough, that could be our third pile. I do have 2 rats, so that's good. Yeah, that was unfortunate that I botched up the end of that last turn. I don't know. I guess I could play the patrician first and hope to crown something, though it's a little bit. So it turns out they would have, in this particular case, just each drawn 1. Though in practice I would have gotten a little more draw out of it if it had gone differently. Yeah, so his 3 pile ability is not super amazing actually. My issue is this. My hand's dead, that's what my issue is. That I didn't draw the crown basically with any anything useful. This time though we get to do a little bit. So we'll just see what he leaves for us by the time he finishes drawing probably a bunch of cards. Well, he did take quite some estates, and he's never trashed, so he's gonna run into some stopping hands. I think sometimes. So this scavenger, I guess, will help him a little bit. Probably. Okay, maybe he's just Okay, he's just stopping. Okay, so I will look for the finish here. I don't know that I'll get there. I don't really know that I have enough draw to even get there. And I'm only getting one triumph, though it can be a really big triumph. It has to be a really big triumph. Okay. I don't know if even a crown on ranger actually helps me all that much. I'm probably gonna be studying actually. I mean, there are some draws where crown on ranger helps me. For sure. Though, well, one of them being the fact that I already have a little cantrip on top. Maybe doesn't help me so much. This is not gonna... I don't think I'm gonna make it. That was lucky. That's a good start as far as the luck is concerned. And actually, even this hand is enough to start drawing some. Though I have to remember to not do this stupid thing. That helps a little bit because I don't have to decide about the developed stuff just yet, actually. Okay. This should be a finish on Rat's Crown Estate. We just have to make sure the gains are all there. Also that we don't get like forced to gain a estate at some point. This is already enough in hand to do the rat's pile out. But we do have to get the crown. That'll put us up to like 14, and then 4 buys 18. We only need 20, 21, 22-ish gains. So we're going to have to get some more off the development. Well, we already have 4 off the... 4 off the other stuff. Um, 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 um. I just don't want to blow up. I just don't want to blow it on the draw in some way. That would be the really bad thing to do. Oh gosh. One needs to be a ranger, I think. I think this was stupid, this rats. I wonder if he'll let me. I mean, this is like way too much, but oh. I need to buy one anyway. This all I think is fine. I'm playing just so slow. Alright, this is the last game. This is just your basic smithy draw engine, really. There's not, and really, really very much all this stuff is here. I guess you can do trader feed them. I don't actually know if that's better than colonies. I doubt it. I would be surprised anyway. On the other hand, there's like nothing to do here except buy patrols and put lost starts on them. Basically. So I don't really know what the opening is for that. Like I could see a trader opening working out okay-ish, but it's certainly not that amazing. Like I might get real lucky and never have to buy a village, since I've so far been super lucky to just be able to buy a patrol and trash 2 estates. I don't really know if they're worth it. Like a blessed village might give me something nice here, but I'm not missing like some hidden buy, am I? Okay, that's not the best ever. This will just be Lost Stars Patrol. Then we'll just buy patrols the rest of the game. I'm sure he'll get it on there in no time too. That's a nice blessed village for him. Here we get to trash a copper and buy a patrol. I don't know how many patrols to buy, 3 or 4. I will get to trash some coppers, although I expanded the deck a little bit with the silvers. This is sort of sad draw, but you will be able to, I'm sure he'll get to 6 this turn. You will be able to I guess there's a question with the number of villages he has, if it's worth the time it takes to put the lost arts on there. You'd probably be able to set yourself up some to get lead patrols on top. That should be doable. Some. I guess it doesn't really work that well for that, since you usually want to play a second one. Like here, for instance, I can probably just trader the copper and buy the patrol and call it a day. If we never miss, buys, I mean, I'm hoping the trader kind of does some work for me between the killing of the coppers. I don't know if it will, but I think I already have so I don't know, did I get 5 or only 4 of these? I think I have 5 of them, which means this is probably okay to play. I don't know if I need to buy a platinum or if I can just buy colony and hope I get a platinum then later on. It's kind of dangerously close to needing to draw the whole deck, playing without a platinum at least. It's pretty scary in that respect. I guess I have a little extra cushion, but not a huge amount. I have to think he's going to have 6 here and he can put the Lost Arts on there, but maybe he doesn't have it because he drew a bunch of villages. I hope that's the case. So that's nice. You can get the gold. I don't really, I mean, it's a good boon to get, but I'm going to be pretty happy to go up. I'm going to have to play again because I don't have the money yet. This is now just becoming basically you have to draw your deck or you don't buy a colony. Like, essentially. For me. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily hurt me to buy a platinum, but I could also do an estate trader, a second one, I guess. It's not the most amazing thing. I'm sure he'll have it here. I mean, it's, I think there you just leave it, right? Even if you had more draw. So that's all fine. Here I don't get the second patrol in hand, so I could easily stop. But if I don't, I'll be in a really good position if I can get to the 4th colony. He may be a little better than me at oh, okay, well, this is a good draw. I'm gonna make it through here. He may be a little better than me at Well, we're just drawing through this time because there's no actually, I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. That copper trash might be bad. Now it is draw deck or don't colony. Whereas before there was you could leave a silver. I guess that's just not that likely. Okay, yeah, this hurts a little bit because of the, it's not even province. But I guess just duchy is fine too. Unless he had had a boon or a thing that, yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, just duchy is fine as long as I don't dud a second time. I'll be good to go. So he can get up to 43, but all 45. Do I want a duchess? I guess it's okay here. I don't think I'll dud here. Famous last words, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see all the patrols, I think. So. All right, that's it. All right, there's a lot of close games. I was quite lucky to pull out the first 3 finishes. This game before, I feel like I had better options than him going into the end. Like, I did expect to win this last one, but it did end up actually being closer than I thought it would. I made some bad plays with my develops and stuff, but anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.